Physical dimension. The physical dimension involves caring effectively for our physical body, eating the right kinds of food, getting sufficient rest and relaxation, and exercising on the regular basis. Exercise is one of those quadrant 2 high leverage activities that most of us don't do consistently because it isn't urgent. And because we don't do it sooner or later, we find ourselves in quadrant 1 dealing with the health problems and crises that come as a natural result of our neglect. Most of us think we don't have enough time to exercise. What a distorted paradigm! We don't have time not to. We are talking about 3 to 6 hours a week or a minimum of 30 minutes a day every other day. That hardly seems an incoordinate amount of time considering the tremendous benefits in terms of the impact on the other 160 to 165 hours of the week. And you don't need any special equipment to do it. If you want to go to a gym or a SPA to use the equipment or enjoy some skills sports such as tennis or racquetball, that's an that's an added opportunity, but it isn't necessary to sharpen the saw. A good exercise program is one that you can do in your own home and one that will build your body in three areas: endurance, flexibility, and strength. Endurance comes from aerobic exercise, from cardiovascular efficiency, the ability of your heart to pump blood through your body. Although the heart is a muscle, it cannot be exercised directly. It can only be exercised through the large muscle group, particularly the leg muscles. That's why exercise like rapid walking, running, biking, swimming, cross country skiing, and jogging are so beneficial. You are consider minimal fit if you can increase your heart rate to at least 100 beats per minute and keep it at that level for 30 minutes. Ideally, you should try to raise your heart rate to at least 60% of your maximum pulse rate, the top speed your heart can beat, and still pump blood through your body. Your maximum heart rate is generally accepted to be 2020 less your age. So if you are 40, you should aim for an exercise heart rate of 108. 220 minus 40 equal to 180 multiplied by 0.6 equal to 108. The training effect is generally considered to be between 72 and 87% of your personal maximum rate. Flexibility comes through stretching. Most experts recommend warming up before and cooling down. Stretching after aerobic exercise before it helps loosen and warm the muscles to prepare for more vigorous exercise after it helps to dissipate the lactic and so that you don't feel sore and stiff. Strength comes from muscles resistance exercise like simple calisthenic push-ups and sit-ups, and from working with weights. How much emphasis you put on developing strength depends on your situation. If you are involved in physical labors or athletic activities, increased strength will improve your skill. If you have a basically sedentary job and success in your lifestyle does not require a lot of exercise, a little tuning through calisthenic in addition to your aerobic and stretching exercise might be sufficient. I was in a gym one time with a friend of mine who has a PhD in exercise psychology. He has focusing on building strength. He asked me to spot him while he did some bench presses and told me at a certain point he asked me to take the weight, but don't take it until I tell you, he said firmly. So I watched and waited and prepared to take the weight. The weight went up and down, down, up and down, and I could see it begin to get harder, but he keep going. He would start to push it up, and I think there's no way he's going to make it, but he make it. Then he slowly bring it back down and start back up again. Up and down, up and down. Finally, as I look at his face, straining with the effort, his blood vessels particularly jumping out of his skins, I thought this is going to fall and collapse his chest. Maybe I should take the weight. Maybe he lost control and doesn't even know what he's doing. But he got it safely down. Then he start back up again. I couldn't believe it. Almost all the benefits of the exercise comes at the very end. Stephen, he replied. I'm trying to build strength, and that doesn't happen until the muscle fiber ruptures and nerve fiber register the pain. Then nature overcompensate, and within 48 hours the fiber is made stronger. I could see his point. It's the same principles that work with emotional muscles as well, such as patience. When you exercise your patience beyond your past limits, the emotional fiber is broken, nature overcompensate, and next time the fiber is stronger. Now my friends wanted to build muscular strength, and he knew how to do it, but not all of us need to develop that kind of strength to be effective. No pain, no gain has validity is some circumstance, but it is not the essence of the effective exercise program. The essence of renewing the physical dimension is to sharpen the saw, to exercise our bodies on a regular basis in a way that will preserve and enhance our capacity to work and adapt and enjoy. And we need to be wise in developing an exercise program. There's a tendency, especially if you haven't been exercising at all, to overdo, and that can create unnecessary pain, injury, and even permanent damage. It's best to start slowly. Any exercise program should be in harmony with latest research finding, with your doctor's recommendation, and with your own self-awareness. If you haven't been exercised, your body will undoubtedly protest this change in its comfortable downhill direction. You won't like it at first. You may even hate it, but he proactive do it anyway, even if it's raining on the morning you schedule to jog. Do it anyway. Oh good, it's raining, I get to develop my willpower as well as my body. You are not dealing with quick fix, you are dealing with a quadrant to activities that will bring phenomenal long-term results. Ask anyone who has done it consistently. Little by little, your resisting pulse rate will go down as your heart and oxygen processing system becomes more efficient. As you increase your body ability to do more demanding things, you will find your normal activities much more comfortable and pleasant. You will have more afternoon energy and fatigue. You will felt that meets comfortable and pleasant. You will have more afternoon energy, and the fatigue you will feel that made you too tired to exercise in the past till be placed by an energy that will invigorate everything you do. Probably the greatest benefits you will experience from exercising will be the development of your habit one muscles of proactivity as you act based on the value of physical well-being instead of reacting to all the forces that keep you from exercising. Your paradigms of yourself, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your integrity will be profoundly affected.